All right, and we're back on 9:30 a.m. The Answer, home of conservative talk radio, on the Record with Kevin and Tiffany show. All right, Dr. Wesson, quick thing here. I'm just amazed at the technology that's out there that can help improve our health, and that physicians have available to prescribe to us as we interact with them on not just our kidney health but our overall health. So can you talk about some of those, in particular what I always call the iPhone drug, the SGLT2 inhibitors, and then also the plant-based diet? Talk a little bit more details of that, in particular SGLT2 inhibitor.
So there are a number of classes of drugs that help to reduce the chances kidney function will get worse. The latest has been these SGLT2 inhibitors, sodium glucose transporter inhibitors. For those who want to know what those initials stand for, they reduce the kidney's ability to recover sugar, and so they put more sugar in the urine. They were developed to treat diabetes, but we now recognize that even folks without diabetes can develop better kidney health by taking those drugs. It reduces the chances that kidney function will get worse. So if you have chronic kidney disease and you have an increased risk of worsening, those are drugs that can help reduce the risk. And there are other drugs too. Your primary care doctor will tell you about them. There are a number of drugs that can do that. But this is Kevin, as you mentioned, this is the latest technology. And these are drugs that are very effective. Unfortunately, not everybody is being availed to them. And so that's one of the reasons we continue to emphasize to patients to ask for them, and emphasize to primary care physicians to make them available to their patients.
All right.
And that should be a reason why we shouldn't be afraid to go. When a lot of times, man, we are so afraid to go and get the diagnosis. Something wrong with you. I ain't going, man. They're going to tell me something I don't want to hear. But if you go early, like I said, they have medications out there and things out there now to help catch it early, man. Fear is a feeling. Just like you feel hot, you feel cold, you feel fear. Fear can't kill you. But if you don't go and get it taken care of, man, it can mess you up.
Yeah, I like that. And I like what you've described, that this so-called exchange for transplant.
Right.
So your wife was willing to give you a kidney.
Exactly.
But because she may not have been a perfect match for you, she can be a perfect match for someone else. And then someone else can be a perfect match for you. And so that then becomes that kidney exchange, which is a wonderful thing that my colleagues have put together to avail more transplants availability for more people. So thank God you're a blessed recipient of that.
Yeah, yes. And it's funny because my wife and I were perfect match, man. Perfect. Everything matched, but she was smaller than I was. And they said, well, it'll be better to get a kidney that's, more your size. And that's what
now, Kevin, that's not funny. That's not funny. That's what Reggie is saying is quite appropriate.
I'm sorry.
You don't want Spike Lee to give a key to Shaq. To give a kidney to Shaq.
Exactly.
Shaq needs a Shaq kidney.
So you need a size 12 kidney is what you're telling me? Hey, can I get a size 12?
You can't put a $5 hat on the nickel head.
See, and that's the part that, oftentimes when, listeners hear me just kind of rant and go crazy because, I always say, this is America. I believe in American exceptionalism, that we can figure out a way to get it done, right? So, but there are, the technology is there. Who would have thought about the idea of, hey, I don't have an exact match, but I have someone who's willing to give me a kidney, and let's put them in a computer system that goes out and comes back and matches, right? And I always tell everyone, right, even if you're an exact match, I think people should go through the exchange because you're literally given the gift of life.
Absolutely.
Right.
When I went to exchange, man, it took 15 minutes after My wife said they put it on the thing. 15 minutes later, man, I had a kid.
Yeah, and so there were additional to you. There were like another 2-3 people who also.
Yeah. My wife kidney went to a guy in L.A. and the person in Kentucky kidney came to me, and her friend in Kentucky was in Florida, ended up getting the kidney. So
total 4 people.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, that's just. I mean, I'm still just. I'm dumbfounded by that. Just that whole idea. Right.
So don't be a benefit of multiple people that your wife's decision made. She wants to give a kidney. Multiple people benefited from that.
That's right.
Yeah. So you definitely have motivation to eat right, because she's going to keep remind you of that, right?
Well, and eating right. I mean, that's a big deal. You know, healthy eating. There are all kinds of healthy diets there, but simply put, more plants than meat.
That's it.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
Yeah. Dr. Weston, I know you have 2 minutes before we wrap up, but really thank you just for the time that you've taken out, and also Reggie as well, just taking time to share your stories and everything. And it's just really, for me, it's just really good to, one, have met Reggie in person, also meeting Dr. Weston as well, to know that we have the technology, we have all the stuff that we need and the information. It's just a matter of getting it out to people. And so that's our purpose and goal here at the Texas Kidney Foundation. And also you can visit our website at txkidney.org. We do have documents there that talk about knowing your kidney numbers, and that are a good point to start the conversation with your primary care physician, and also become part of that team to make sure that you have good health. So, Dr. Weston, anything that you would like to say right before you go off?
Hats off to Reggie, man. I really appreciate your leadership in this. It is really, really a blessing to the community.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
All right, Reggie, anything you'd like to share before we go off the air?
That's it. I think that about covers it all, man. Just go, and like you say, man, don't be afraid to go and find out about your health. Lack of fear.
All right, and you've been listening to On the Record with Kevin and Tiffany on 9:30 a.m. The Answer, home of conservative talk radio.